Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. When regular Bebop and Rocksteady failed to use the Mesmerizer, Shredder and Krang come out with an idea to upgrade their goons. And they create Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. They will succeed where the others, the originals, have failed. Let's begin this review. NECA Toon line, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. Let's begin! Alright guys, here we have Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady in the outer box. And as you can see, it's a very big box because these are massive characters. This is a typical NECA 2-pack window box. And it's looking absolutely fantastic. You can see that some accessories here. You can see the colors. You can see the artwork here. Artwork for Bebop and Rocksteady, and of course the names of each one there. Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. Let's see what we have. On the side of the box, you have Rocksteady in one side, Bebop on the other side. Absolutely incredible. And of course, we have some information here about the TMNT. And we have some artwork there. And here we have Ace Duck and Mutagen Man, Pizza Monster, Anthrax and Scumbag. And of course, an awesome artwork for Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. So, without further ado, let's get these awesome figures out of the box, guys. Now that I have taken Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady out of the box, you can appreciate the background. As you can see, is the Technodrome under the surface of planet Earth. And of course, we couldn't see it because of the massiveness of these characters. Okay, guys, here we have the blister box. And obviously, you can see other accessories that otherwise you couldn't see in the outer box. And of course, not only accessories are on the front here of the blister box, but on the back, as you can appreciate behind the gun. So, there's no much else to say but to get these massive figures outside of the box. Let's start with Super Bebop. Alright guys, here we have Super Bebop just by himself, and it's looking robotic. It's looking so cool. And obviously it's a heavy figure. It's quite a heavy figure. It was quite a mission to get it out of the blister box. But looking at this figure in detail, the first thing I can say is the painting applications is really cool. If you can see the head sculpt, it has an open mouth. You can shut it. You can shut the mouth. It has his couple of fangs there. The nose ring, the 3D glasses, the ears, all done beautifully, simulating the original Bebop. And I like that instead of the turtle shells as the original Bebop figure has, this has similar to turtle shells, but the difference is that there's some guns coming out of the shell. Absolutely cool. His ponytail, his signature tail is there. I like that they have kept similarities with the red jacket, as you can see there. His magazine, well, usually in the original it has a magazine belt here, but here's only the belt. Here it's quite interesting that it has his belt that goes over his waist. It looks like a rewind button and a stop button, and of course all looking to resemble robotic like features. On the back you can see the awesomeness of the jacket as well, the painting applications, all the detail like we would be having a robot. Starting with the head sculpt, as I showed you when we were analyzing the features of this character, you can move the the mouth. You can open and close the mouth, so but it stays rather open than closed. You can move a little bit the head, but I won't move it that much because I don't want to scratch the painting. So you can move it just a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and obviously I don't even want to try the 360 degrees. Does it move down and up? No, not at all. Almost nothing. Just a tiny bit. The the articulation in the hands, in the same way as the head sculpt, I will be very careful. But you can move the arm up. You can move the arm to a little bit to the back. I don't want to push it too much to the back. That's the upper part. You can move it a little bit, so to hold the gun or anything. Of course, in the middle part there is articulation there. You can move it quite up. I'm not gonna go all the way up. No, I will not. I don't want to scratch the painting, as I said. But you can actually flex the arm a little bit. In terms of the hand, you can swivel all the way, rotate the hand as you please. There's some hinge there, but you don't have much mobility there. In terms of the torso, it is obvious that you cannot move much the torso. There's also difficulty in moving the torso sideways, so I'm just gonna move it like that. Okay, guys. The legs. In the same way, we will be careful. You can move upwards, you can move backwards, you can move sideways, closing and opening. There's articulation here. You can actually bend the knee quite a bit, like if he was running. There is some articulation, as you can see, in the feet, but it doesn't really move much. You just can see the hinge there, but you can actually move it the same way as the other leg. Okay, guys. Alright, you can bend as well the knee like that, but even here you see like a shoulder pad, sorry, a knee pad that doesn't allow you to move that much or bend that much the knee. Alright, guys, here we have Mighty Rocksteady. Unlike the regular versions of Bebop and Rocksteady, that they look all clumsy, all goofy, these guys actually can terrorize the turtles because they don't look goofy at all. They look absolutely menacing. Look at that, the head sculpt in for Mighty Rocksteady. It's absolutely cool. He looks very serious, very in attack mode, and the painting application on the fangs I really like. On the fangs and on the horns are really looking cool. Look at the ears, absolutely cool. um, you can also see the inside of the mouth. The shirt, it's simulating the shirt of the regular Rocksteady yellow shirt, absolutely cool. And the painting application really stands out between the gray and the yellow. It's really cool colors, cool colors. And here kind of looks like a cassette player. Like if he has in his stomach a cassette player. And I really enjoy all the gadgets that it has. This quite looks like a cannon, a small cannon, or a projectile, something to, or a weapon there. And as you can see on the back, it also brings some weapons, unlike the weapons coming out of the turtle shells from Super Bebop. This guy has also some weapons here in the back, just in case he has some enemies at his side. Looking cool. And this is all uh, also looking robot-like features. The same with the leg, the painting applications in the leg. Absolutely cool, absolutely fantastic, guys. The chunkiness of this figure, another heavy figure, is absolutely amazing. These guys will have definitely presence in your collection. They will stand out in your collection because they have nice painting application. They are bulky, they are big, and they surely look menacing. The You cannot move much the head, just a little bit. Certainly you cannot move it up or down. Basically you cannot move it at all. You can move the mouth. You can open the mouth and shut the mouth. And that's about it for the head articulation. Let's see the torso. Obviously you cannot move the torso, though you can move the lower torso. The upper torso you cannot move. You cannot really move, but the lower torso, in the hips, you can move even 360 degrees. You can move all the torso, the lower torso. So that's cool. The hands, let's see. Sorry, the arms. Let's see how much you can move the hands. You remember with Super Bebop, you couldn't move much the hands. Here, actually, you can move quite a lot. The arm, you can move it up, move it down, move it backwards, and obviously because of these gadgets, you cannot move it completely. Sideways, you can just move it like that. In the middle articulation, you can flex the hand a little bit. This armor part in the hand touches with it, so be careful not to scratch the painting there. Though it's beautifully painted, but we don't want to get it scratched. So there's some bending. Just do it with care. So the same goes with the other arm. You can move it up. You can move it down, backwards. You can move the arm backwards. There's some cell shading there. Cool. You can move it up, upwards. You can move it not much sideways. You can flex it here. There's the armor doesn't touch the arm, so there's no problem in flexing a little bit. I don't want to flex it all in order for me not to damage the figure. You can move a little bit of the hand, not much articulation there. And talking about the legs, you can move a little bit the legs. There's not much articulation, just that. You just can move a little bit forward the legs. It also has a knee pad here, a knee armor there that doesn't allow you to move much. And the same happens with the middle part. You can just move it like that. The feet are all armored up. You can't exactly move it much, but you are able to move it a little bit. Move the feet a little bit. I would say there is a little bit of more articulation in Mighty Rocksteady than Super Bebop, as you could see. So that's the articulation for Mighty Rocksteady. Okay, guys, here we have the accessories for Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. For this set of hands, Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady bring exactly the same four extra interchangeable hands. They're absolutely the same. That's why I'm just reviewing not all of them. Um, Talking about the interchangeable hands, we have the relaxed hands, we have the gripping hands, hands for gripping, and this hands for gripping, this one also brings this finger for displaying the gun. I really like this cool weapon. It looks futuristic. Remember that it was in the 1980s that this cartoon show was released, so for the time it looks really nice, really modern. And I like it that it has two scopes, one here and one here. And of course you can use it as a machine gun and you can use it as a rifle as well. And it goes well with any of the figures, with Bebop or with Super Bebop or Mighty Rocksteady. Now, of course, here's Rocksteady, looking very menacing with his weapon there. Absolutely cool weapon. You can see the painting application in the weapon. Oh, look at that. Very menacing. You wouldn't want to get in his way. Absolutely not. That is Rocksteady, looking very cool. Rather fantastic. Next, we have this cool weapon that it reminds me of the weapon used by the regular NECA Bebop. It's very similar. It looks like a drill. As you can see, it looks kind of like a drill. Then we have the parking meter. I really love this weapon. It's a parking meter. It looks like Bebop or Rocksteady, Super Bebop or Mighty Rocksteady, ripped it off from the ground. As you can see, the soil here, very nice sculpted soil here. You can see it where they grabbed it from, the hand print there, or the fingerprint there, and you can see some broken glass, and you can see the parking meter there. Absolutely cool. You can any of your two figures can use it, and it will look really cool. So here we have Bebop with the parking meter, ready to smash someone with the parking meter. Bam! Remember that episode when they were running in the lobby of Channel 6, shouting the titles, 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 destroy titles, destroy titles. Quite funny, isn't it? Anyways, here's Bebop looking really cool with his with his parking meter. He went and ripped off a parking meter and used it as a weapon. Also, we have this bomb. Very nice looking bomb, very retro. Rocksteady hasn't realized he has a bomb in his head. Uh-oh. That's it for the armored heroes. Or shall I say, armored villains. Boom. This is the polarity deflector. Now, this accessory wasn't in the Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady episode. And this device created by Krang was given to Shredder in order to control the electricity of New York City. So I very much like that we get accessories from different episodes. So it's like a big puzzle of accessories, and we are building that puzzle as we get more figures. Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady appeared in an episode, only one episode, when they were created by Kang in a machine. So they simply appeared. When Krang created them in the machine, they just simply appeared. There was no much science put into that creation. Mostly the episode was about people in New York being under the influence of the mesmerizer. Once they were created, they were assigned to the lobby of Channel 6, and they used to just move side by side and guard the lobby of Channel 6. So they used to move just saying, stop the turtles, stop turtles, stop turtles, stop turtles. So yeah, that was cool. That was cool. In the end of the episode, the Super Bebop and Rocksteady just self-destructed. So that was it. We only saw them for one episode, but we have them in our collections for life. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of Alan's Collections Review. We have enjoyed reviewing Super Bebop and Mighty Rocksteady. I hope you have enjoyed it. So do not forget to leave a comment. Do not forget to give a like or just subscribe to the channel. And then I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.
Titles, where are the titles? Let's get the titles, let's get the titles.